Today we are solving equations, but this time we are solving with variables on both sides of the equal sign, meaning we'll have an x on the left side and we'll have an x on the right side of the equal sign. So we are going to start with the first example that we have on our page. So if we look at step 1, it says, step 1, draw your border. So we use this border to separate our two sides, so that way we can see which side is on, which letters are on which side. Step 2, if there are any parentheses, remove them by distributing. In our first one, there are no parentheses, so we do not need to distribute. So we're going to skip to step 4, which says move the variables to the same side. What that means is I need my letters to be on the same side of the equal sign. So if I look at this, I need to take my 3x and subtract them. Minus 3x. If I subtract 3x here, I need to subtract 3x here. So now I have 5x's minus 3x's is 2x's plus 2 equals 8. So again, I had to move my letters so that they were together on one side of the equal sign. To move a 3x, I had to subtract the 3 and the x. And when I came over here, I subtracted 3x. 5x's minus 3x's was 2x's. Now we have a very easy two-step equation. Looks the same as what you did last week. So I move my constant by subtracting 2. 2x equals 6. I get x by itself by dividing. So that leaves me with x equals 3. So now I'm going to do the same thing for the second one here. Very easy. We're following the exact same steps. So step 1, it said draw a border. Step 2 said if you have parentheses, we need to remove them by distributing. So I'm going to take my negative 2 and I'm going to distribute it to both terms. A negative 2 times r is negative 2r. A negative 2 times 5 is a negative 10. On the left, I have 8r minus 30, and I have an equal sign in the middle. So now I'm on step 4, which says move the variables, move the letters, so that they are on the same side. So if this is a minus 2r, I'm going to send it over here so it can join the other r's. So to undo minus 2, I need to add 2 r's. Makes that go away. If I add 2 r's on the right, I need to add 2 r's on the left. So that leaves me 8 r's, and 2 r's is 10r minus 30 equals negative 10. Again, we're back to a two-step equation, which is very easy to solve. So I'm going to plus 30, 10r equals negative 10 plus 30 is 20. I get r by itself by dividing by 10. 20 divided by 10 is r equals 2. So it was the same steps as before. I had to multiply by distributing, move my variable, and then solve. So let's look at one more example. So in this example, same idea. We begin by drawing our border to separate our two sides. So when I look at this one, there are no parentheses, so I can't multiply by distributing because there's nothing to distribute. But what I can do is combine like terms. What that means is that on this side of the border, I have 6 D's and I have 1 D. So 6D plus 1D is 7D plus 10 equals, the right side says 2D minus 25. So now it looks like the first example that we did on this page. So I had to combine like terms, and I got 7D. So now I need to take my letters and I need to move them to the left so it's with the other variable. So I'm going to subtract 2D. Because 2D minus 2D is 0, so it goes away from the right side, but I need to do the same thing by subtracting 2D on the left. 7D's minus 2D's is 5D plus 10 equals, on the right side there is a negative and a 25, so it's a negative 25. So now, very easy, just like last week, we have a two-step equation. Subtract 10, you should be getting very good at these two-step equations. So that leaves me with 5D equals negative 35. We get D by itself by dividing by 5 and dividing by 5. So D equals negative 7. So when you're ready, go ahead and try examples 1, 2, and 3 on the bottom of this page.